All right. Hey, everybody. Today is January 4th. I'm Mr. Sheridan. This is Natural Resources. Happy 2021, everybody. I'm so glad that everybody's here to start the new semester. So a couple things that we need to talk about right off the bat. First of all, if you are an FFA member who is eligible for your outstanding junior or your state degree, we are having a meeting on Wednesday at 3 o'clock in order to go through and sit down and do those things. If you are going to come to that meeting, make sure that you have your records of your expenses and income for your SAE project, whether that's working, whether that is selling livestock, whatever that is. We need your income and expenses. We need the times that you have. How many hours have you been working on this thing? What money have you gotten as borrowed if your parents are paying for feed, or if there's some sort of a labor exchange there? We need to know some of those hours. There's a lot of things that we've got to go through, but we're going to sit down and go through those Wednesday after school. For the rest of you, we are going to we're going to go through kind of what our next semester is going to look like, and it's going to be a little bit different. So I do have a syllabus all ready for everybody to go. I just posted this in your Google Classroom. We do have a couple of new folks that kind of came over from zoology, so I'll make sure that I include them and send them the link to Google Classroom so they can get started there. But what we need you to do is go through and read through our second semester syllabus. And this is just going to give you an idea of what our semester is going to look like. So for the next couple of months, we're going to be very busy in this class with a few different things. So in last semester, we ended on a project where everyone had to basically write a speech on an agricultural topic. So some of you got those done, some of you didn't, but that is a summative assignment. I haven't put it in the grade book yet, but I will this week. So I need everybody to try, whatever you've gotten done of that, you need to get turned in so that we can start working on that. We are going to spend some time doing some peer-reviewed working on those projects. We are also going to give some time to the FFA students who are participating in leadership contests to work on their projects during class. Therefore, for those students who are not going to be participating in those leadership contests, we are going to do some career development event, I keep saying career development event. We're going to do some career development activities with some talking about your areas of interest. We're going to be talking about what colleges and internships. If you're a senior and you're taking this class, if you haven't been applying for colleges, you're behind the 8 ball already. So we're going to start talking about some of the internships and things that you should be looking for. We are also going to spend some time for those of you who are underclassmen and haven't maybe been exposed to a ton of things in FFA yet. But if you are not a senior, and you are in this class, congratulations, you're an FFA member, and congratulations, you need to be keeping records of the things that you are doing. So we are going to start working with a record keeping system called AET, and it's basically an online way for you to keep track of if you're showing livestock, if you are working in some type of an agricultural industry, you need to be keeping track of those things. And this is just a way we're all going to work together to get some of those things input into that system so that you can do that. The other exciting thing that we have in January and February is that it's maple syrup season. We are blessed here that we have an evaporator in our barn, and we have a small woods that has several different sugar maple trees. So we are going to be doing some projects. We are going to be spending some time in the woods. We are going to be having some times where you are going to have to make it into the school at several different times where we're going to tap trees. We're going to talk about different types of collecting systems. We're going to talk about how we actually boil sap and make syrup. We're going to go through that whole process. So toward the end of January, beginning of February, we're going to need to start tapping trees, and depending on the weather, and we'll get into that when we start talking about maple syrup production, is when we will start working on that. Once we get out of maple syrup season, so this is a little bit loosey-goosey in that we are going to be focusing on maple syrup production for however long the weather provides. The sap runs when it freezes overnight and gets warm during the day, warm being, 40s-ish. If it's thawing during the day and freezing at night, that's when your sap's going to run. So depending on the weather, we could be in maple syrup season through March. We don't know that. So we'll have to depend on the weather a little bit. But as we move through, we are going to start talking about some soil fertilization and nutrition. We're going to take some soil samples. We're going to analyze those soil samples and figure out what that soil might need in order to become as effective as possible. So then we're actually once we get into the warmer months here in April and May, we're going to actually start creating, we're going to start planting some seeds and watching those things grow, studying the impacts of where we plant those seeds, what we plant those seeds in, and getting into all of those types of things, soil nutrition included in that. And then in May, we're going to take all that information that we have and we're going to start putting that toward some marketing and business plans for the plant in the plant industry. So what I would like for you to do today is take that information that we have, read through that syllabus thoroughly, make sure that you understand what is in that syllabus. And then I want you to create a slide in this slideshow. So you don't create your own slide and turn it in Google Classroom. I want you to add a slide to this slide deck. And then I want you to make sure you put your name on it. And what I'd like for you to do is tell me a couple of things that you're excited about, a couple of things that you're nervous about, that you're not sure, that you don't know, that you're a little bit nervous about, and then something that you would like to add, something that you'd like to see us study more, something that you'd like to see us focus on more, that because we can try to oblige those things if they are reasonable. So with that, that's what we're going to do today. We're just kind of looking ahead, seeing what we are going to do as we move forward. But I will take questions from the class, but I'm so excited that we've got more students that can come to class now because we don't have doubled up classes. So I look forward to seeing all of you more often, and I will just plan to see you again here tomorrow. Have a great day.